Good morning, guys. Good morning. How are we all doing? It is a Wednesday morning, 9 a.m. It is looking like it's going to be a warm day in Melbourne. How are you guys going? Thanks for joining. Where are you guys from? We got Geeks Gambit from the Medikey Discord. What's up, man? Da Vinci, good to see you again. Jessica Gross, good morning. Smarty, BF Martin, good morning. Connor, let's go. Let's do this. Lefi, LFG, I love that. NFT Addiction Helpline. This is the best track. Let's freaking go. Raphael, hi from Israel. Good to see you. Trading Kid, what's up? Good to see you again. Edward von Lindhem. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Rob King, good morning, mate. Good morning, Sir Matty. What can you say about Matrix World NFT like Sandbox? Really? We got a Sandbox competitor, do we? Let's take a look. All right, let's take a look a little bit later. Matty, your mic. What's up with the mic? Is it not working? Mic's working? Smash the likes. Good morning. H&M says the mic seems like it's doing all right. Waleed. Oh, the fan is on. Maybe turn that off. Yeah. All right. Maybe because the fan's on inside. It's just really warm in the office. Alrighty. We got an echo. Mic is working. Sounds fine to me. Moz, I think it's you, man. James. Hey all. What's up? What's up? Abriel, good to see you again. Looks like you're joining every morning. We have Peter. Microphone is working. BF sounds fine to me. All right. Cool. Poker Pets launching in 28th. That's interesting. Maybe we'll quickly pull that up. Poker Pets. All right, guys. We got a few things to cover. Some interesting points. I've got an NFT project that I think might do good. Don't quote me on it. We never know. It could crash and burn, but it could do good. But I got some spidey senses telling me that it might do good just based on a few things. But definitely wanted to go through some news, some interesting NFT projects. Facebook, I think Mark Zuckerberg said something quite interesting, so we'll cover what he said. And we'll just talk a bit back and forth about the NFT space a little bit. I think we'll just have a chat. So I think, yeah, 20 minutes of news and information that I've got, and then we'll jump to you guys. All right, guys, we're doing a giveaway as usual, Astro Friends, so make sure you join that Discord, which is pinned at the top. And jump to, as you guys know, as many of you guys know by now, you go to the Stream Giveaways channel in the Discord and you hit this emoji. Looks like in 33 minutes, there'll be a winner to this. So good luck to whoever wins. This is going to be another Astro Friend. We have plenty of those to give away. No shortage whatsoever. We also have, if you're new to here, make sure, again, in the Discord, you know, we chat in NFT strategy all the time. It's popping with NFT content. I've kind of tried to curate some of the best community managers and input, you know, people that add their opinion to NFT projects. And I'm trying to get a chat going. We've got NFT Radar where Ego does massive. Hey, that looks pretty cool. What's this one? You got me with the Dragon Ball Z hair. Insta got me. Well, that's an interesting one. We got NFT Buzz that's popping. We got Saucy from well, recently hired internally from the Medikey, who's sharing his NFT infographics. So he's full-time finding NFT projects and sharing them right here in an infographic way, so you can have a quick snapshot and have, you know, all the information in the same area. I'm trying to make this Discord pretty much the same as what I would find valuable. So I looked at this infographic and it was all the sort of information I look for. I try and look for the founders, the momentum. I look at the graph. I look at, you know, where is it? Is it brand new? Does it have long-term momentum? Just throwing it out there. I look at the distribution. 581, that's interesting. And all that sort of stuff. So make sure you check all that. But let's jump to a bit of news. And Photoshop will get a prepare as NFT option soon. It kind of looks like NFTs have sort of fast-tracked the move to blockchain, and I think you got to respect the NFT industry for that, whether it have been the art or the gaming, but it's really fast-tracked everyone to sort of understand NFTs. at a very basic level, or at least blockchain, because blockchain was a very foreign concept. It still is to many people. Like, what the hell is blockchain? And to kind of convince people that it's the next big currency is a big ask, basically, when people have been using their native currency for centuries or decades. It's very difficult to convince someone that, you know, this is going to be the dominant currency globally, Bitcoin, Ethereum, etc. So NFTs have definitely added a big, you know, a way for the normie sort of investor slash participant in the blockchain industry to get involved. Photoshop, this is a pretty big piece of news, actually. Adobe is looking to fight NFT art theft with content credentials. Adobe is launching a system built into Photoshop that can, among other things, help prove that the person selling an NFT is the person who made it. It's called content credentials, and NFT sellers will be able to link the Adobe ID with their crypto wallet, allowing compatible NFT marketplaces to show a sort of verified certificate proving the art source is authentic. So I guess that kind of cuts out the copy pasters. And OpenSea and other marketplaces are only going to get more and more, or find more ways to, I guess, validate ownership. Whether it be Twitter allowing you to put the check mark and finding, you know, verified collections on OpenSea, there's going to be this verification method that runs through multiple processes to make sure that the end user knows very clearly that this is the original. And what the original means in the digital world is going to have a very different concept to the physical world, or at least because in the digital world, I don't think we've ever been able to tell between two exact images, you know, what's the original, or at least, you know, kind of claim something as original. Something original and something non-original has always been a tweak. Something's got to be different. But an image that's a mirror of another image, with blockchain, you should be able to tell which one came from the artist or the creator and which one hasn't. So, you know, what's original will be definitely changing. According to Decoder interview with Adobe's Chief Product Officer Scott Belsky, this functionality will be built into Photoshop with a prepare as NFT option, launching in preview by the end of this month. Belsky says attribution data created by the content credentials will live on an IPFS system, is a decentralized way to host files where a network of people are responsible, blah, 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 blah. Art theft has been a big deal in the NFT world. There have been many examples of people minting art they didn't create or don't have the rights to. Yes, there has been. Right. So, very interesting. I think this will make a lot of sense for the right-click savers. And, you know, a project like, you know, for everyone, a lot of people have used Photoshop. Everyone has come in touch with Adobe, so maybe they'll respect Adobe coming out with a verification method, because a lot of people don't know blockchain. They don't understand why that has value or how that verifies. This will make it possible. Edward says this will make it possible. This will make possible a web where you can post an image or video where the poster doesn't have to write the credits because it will already be embedded. Very smart. Very true. Thoughts on Playboy NFTs? Enric says, I have not taken a look. All right. We're having some penguin talk around here. Who saw the penguin wearables in DCL during the festival? Saw packs of penguins wandering about in DCL. Yeah, definitely saw a ton of penguins. In fact, the penguins actually gave me a glimpse of what like an avatar, like all of us hanging in the virtual world will look like as avatars. I mean, they look silly and funny and kind of cool, but that will be us, right? We'll be like walking punks or penguins or apes or whatever we are. We're definitely not going to be people. I think we're definitely going to see much less people and more different fantasy versions of ourselves and whatever our mind sort of wants to be. Penguin Fight Club wearable. You saw the NFT project? No, I haven't. What do you think about Superlative Triple S? I never heard of it. What do I think about Fluffy Polar Bear launched yesterday? Have not come across my radar. We'll try and go through a bit later. Alrighty, let's keep going. Official Hot Wheels NFTs. I think we saw an announcement previous to this by Wax saying that they're going to release Hot Wheels NFTs. So it looks like this is the kind of method they're going with. Wax hasn't, as far as I know, Wax hasn't really taken. Oops. Oh. Crypto Slam. Sorry, man. Can you give me a paper towel? Thanks, man. Wax hasn't really taken off, although look at this one. Farming Tales on Wax. Holy shit. 24-hour volume, $3 million. Farmer's World on Wax, $2 million. Colonize Mars, $1 million. All right, I completely eat my words. Thanks, man. I am eating my words right now because that is interesting. I have not seen that volume on Wax. Looks like $5 million on Wax in a 24-hour period. Definitely respectable. What are these farmers? Anyone gotten into this? Farming Tales. Looks like today's volume. So this is today's mints. Looks like a virtual land game or something. Very interesting. But anyway, I was about to say Wax has not received much volume in the space before, but definitely as of late, like there've definitely been a few projects that have gone a bit crazy. So might do a bit of a deep dive on that one. Anyway, so Hot Wheels, all right. Well, I am more sold now than I was before. Challenge accepted. Hot Wheels on Wax. Conceived in 1968, Hot Wheels cars were designed to push the limits of performance and design. More than 5 decades later, Hot Wheels is pushing new boundaries with the Hot Wheels NFT Garage, bringing awareness, awe-inspiring and authentic design to fans and collectors alike with a new series of NFTs. First of all, these NFTs are developed by the same Hot Wheels design team that brings to you world's most beloved diecasts. All right, what have they done? So rediscovered iconic Hot Wheel designs across your favorite mini collections like you've never seen before. Collect them all in 4 tiers. So you got the premium, you got the treasure hunt, you got the 0.62% chance, which is not too bad. 1 out of what's that? 6 out of 1,000, which would be almost 1 out of 100. Maybe 1 out of 110. No, that doesn't sound right. 1 out of 200-ish. 1 out of 180. Base rare premium. It looks like it is the background animation that changes. 2 packs to purchase. There are 2 pack sizes to choose from. Our 4-pack and 10-pack. $15 for a 4-pack. $10 for a $35 for a 10-pack. There are only 12,150 4-packs. And 4,860 10-packs available. If you do the math on that, I think they're doing, $1 million on the 10-pack and $200,000 on the 4-pack. So they're doing 1.2, maybe $1.5 million. This sale requires a credit card and a Wax Cloud wallet account. Get real, feeling lucky fans will have about a 1 in 20 chance of receiving a premium or treasure hunt NFT car from the Hot Wheels NFT Garage series, redeemable for a matching physical limited edition Hot Wheels diecast. Free promo packs. I would like to see them doing more. I feel like, honestly, I feel like the Hot Wheels as an NFT, I mean, that's cool, but I definitely feel that they could gamify this a little bit. Maybe have a virtual racing game or something where you can use these NFTs in those games. I hope they're going that way eventually. But if you do the supply count on that as well, so 4 times 12,000, you got 48, maybe 50,000 of these cards. And then 10 times 48,000, so another 50,000. So 100,000 supply all up, which is a ton of supply. I think that's 100,000 supply of cards. Will that have demand or collective demand? I don't know. I'm not sure about this one. Yeah, I'm not sure about this long term unless they sort of gamify it. I'm not sure how many people in this space collect Hot Wheels, and even if they do, I'm not sure if people are used to collecting Hot Wheels for thousands of dollars. So I might sit out on this one. I'll just kind of watch where it goes. But I am definitely paying attention to Wax now, looking at those numbers. What I try to look for, guys, is what's called a liquid market, meaning, there's sales volume where it's quite big and you can actively buy and sell quite confidently, knowing that you can take big positions and sell them somewhere along the way. And that requires a lot of money to be flowing in daily. right? You can't just because it's a great project and you put a lot of money in that you might not be able to pull that money out if there's not enough trading volume every day or every week. For example, if you say you bought $1 million worth of NFTs, right, in this NFT project, but every week only $50,000 worth sells. That means that if you ever want to cash out that $1 million for whatever reason, say the project's crashing or you want to jump to the crypto market, you want to sell a little bit, you won't be able to sell that whole $1 million because the liquidity in the market's only $50,000 worth a week. So if you're lucky and you even get all of that $50,000 worth of volume while trying to sell it, then it's still going to take you 10, 20 weeks to liquidate your $1 million position, right? I'm using big numbers because it's easier to quantify. Now, if you have $1 million of CryptoPunks and CryptoPunks is doing, $6 million in sales every day, then it'll probably take you a week to sell all those CryptoPunks. So you can just wash your hands with it. Maybe in a few days, if you list it a little bit cheaper than market price, there's enough liquidity there so that you can sell that if you need to. That being said, with Wax previously, I really felt there wasn't that much liquidity. It just didn't really make sense for me to buy anything because I felt like I couldn't sell it if I wanted to in the long term. But it looks like now there definitely is some projects to check out. All right. So Wax is releasing Hot Wheels. That's a pretty big win for them. Mark Zuckerberg. So Facebook CEO Metaverse will be holy grail of social experiences. This is not an investment that is going to be profitable for us anytime in the near future, Zuckerberg said during the company's third quarter earnings call on Monday. So we've kind of brought up Mark a few times on the stream. Let's see what he's got to say this time. Facebook will spend more than $10 billion on its metaverse division called Facebook Reality Labs. CEO Mark Zuckerberg said during the company's third quarter earnings call on Monday. The money will go towards augmented and virtual reality products, services, and other efforts to develop the next generation of online social experiences, he said. This is a major area of investment for us and an important part of our strategy going forward, Zuckerberg told investors. Our goal is to help the metaverse reach 1 billion people. That's awesome. It's great to see people pushing or kind of building products on a large scale to assist the metaverse. He added that a Facebook metaverse could enable hundreds of billions of dollars of digital commerce. I'm assuming they're going to build this metaverse thing and build their own in-house blockchain and then get people to trade on that blockchain and probably spy on everyone. It's a no-brainer move from a company that sells data. I think they will kind of go there. So I'd be careful in participating at any level with this stuff, but I guess them kind of bringing a lot of awareness to what a metaverse looks like and what it can mean is definitely a good thing. However, the social media giant does not expect to see profits from the multi-billion-dollar investment anytime soon. Zuckerberg said the investment is a long-term, but will eventually help bring the metaverse to life. This is not an investment, blah, blah, blah. Additionally, Zuckerberg announced that the company will report a separate set of financials for Facebook Reality Labs, which will oversee the company's virtual and augmented reality efforts moving forward. The company revenue increased to $29 billion in Q3 from roughly $21.5 billion on year, missing analysts' expectations $29.6 billion. So analysts were expecting 29.6, missing, so what, they were off by 0.6. Facebook expects a total revenue ranging from 31.5 to 34 in Q4. We made good progress this quarter and our community continues to grow. Zuckerberg said, I'm excited about our roadmap. Facebook shares up 1% to $332 during extended trading hours. Alrighty. Let's open up Metaverse Reality Labs as well, and Facebook Reality Labs, and see what's going on there. Facebook is a scam. Yeah, right. And grab a piece of every transaction. Exactly, right? We will become the Firefox part of the metaverse. Sad, lol. Yeah. I mean, it's cool because they're a big company, pushing the idea, and they validate the concept that we were all sort of thinking about this metaverse thing. But yeah, not gonna lie, I'm not really liking or probably won't be any part of that. All right, guys. Cosimo di Medici, I hope I'm saying that right, went on to purchase an art piece from an artist that is super familiar. Jesperish sort of shared this and had this art piece, and I remember coming across it before, and I was, it's a pretty damn cool art piece. I say this as a previous collector of his art. I remember, and this is why I'm bringing this up, because it kind of shows you the theory on buying what you truly like, right? In the art world, that's sort of how it works. I've noticed and I've learned, I'm not that much of I've only been an art collector for less than 12 months, and I've learned a lot. And it truly is about buying something that you really like. And I remember first coming across Jesperish's art. In fact, under this, I quoted this, right? I said, yo, from one collector to another. And as we know, Kozomo is actually Snoop Dogg's crypto identity. He's got a couple of zombie CryptoPunks, and Snoop kind of doxed himself as owning this account as well. Whether it's him behind the Twitter account or a team, it's probably a team or someone else. I'm sure Snoop has lots of fun things to do every day. So I tweeted this in March 24th, all right? In March 24th, I tweeted, every now and then I come across an art style I just cannot get out of my head. Welcome Jesperish to the collection. Total 16.5 Ethereum. I bought these at about 5 Ethereum each. It was 28k USD at the time. So that was, looks like it was less than 2k per ETH for 3 single editions. So I bought 3 single edition pieces. And I remember coming across this art style and I was like, wow, this is super interesting. And the sort of art styles that I look for myself are art pieces that can't be replicated. You got 3D artists, you have 2D artists, but the art style for me has to feel unique, that it can't be replicated very easily by another artist. There's definitely a lot of years worth of hard work, and there's a lot of hard work and all sorts of time and perfection of their craft, and a long time coming on the final piece. Like they've maybe been doing this for years, possibly decades. From the colors to the design to like every little material, that's all taken a long time to come to this. And I think, I personally have to feel that the art style is very difficult to replicate. So I bought these on the fact that this is an amazing art style, and surely someone will go on to pick it up. But I personally felt I just had to have it. Right? I just had to have it. And I bought 3 pieces of these art pieces, and they're one of the first ones. I don't think they were the first, but if you open up Foundation and you look at Jesperish's account, you will see this one, I believe, was the first. Oh, Loop got one, and then I came in and bought these 3. I was like, these are awesome. And then it looks like Black Star got this one. Other collectors bought these ones. So, and then now, with kind of validating the theory for me that buying what you like means that other people will also like that. And this is not an art style that I just like. I actually love this art style in the sense of when I came across it, I couldn't stop myself from buying it. So, we had, Snoopy come in, buy this. Let's see. I don't know how much he bought it for. I just know that he said, when I stumbled across this work by Jesperish, my heart stood still. It is an honor to now hold it in the Medici collection, CDM. How do we find out how much it sold for? I do know. Okay, so let's maybe go to Jesperish's account. Okay. The burden which is well born becomes the light. Sold to Kozomo di Medici. Thank you, whoever you are the best, sir. So, bam, let's open this up. So it looks like he has used the Hen platform on, that's not on Ethereum. So this is interesting because his previous art pieces were on Ethereum, but this is not on Ethereum. So let's see what this sold for. I actually don't know how to check out what the piece was, what the piece sold for. I don't even know how to look for this. Not for sale. Is there a way to see the recent sales? No. History tab. The history tab. I'm going blind. Where's the history tab? Info listing history. There you go. Trade. Edition 1. 12,200 Tezos. 12,200 Tezos. This sold for. So how much is one Tezos? Hopefully it's more than $1. Tezos. $7. Whoa. $7 for a Tezos. And it sold for, holy shit, wait a second. $7 times $12,000. What is that? That's 84. Yeah, 84, say $90,000. So this piece sold for $90,000. That's crazy. Wow. There you go. That is super interesting. I don't see, so this is quite interesting, right? You got his art that he's been selling on Tezos, which is a different chain to Ethereum. Do they have the same value? They should, technically, because it's for the same artist. The different blockchains should not matter. It'd be interesting to see what else Jesperish has sold. Creations, collections. Maybe he's got a bunch of different creations here. So on here he sold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's see how much, say, a piece like this sold for. History, 300 Tezos. So 300 times 7 is a couple of $1,000, looks like. The date of that, though, I think the date of this was a while ago. Let me see. The 10th. Yeah. October? October? That's, I mean, we're in October now, so it looks like it was earlier this month. What about something like this? I think this would have been a while back. This was June, July, August. So August, this one sold for 3,200, so $21,000. That one sold for 300 Tezos. That's weird. Oh, this was sold on the secondary market. So it looks like it was bought from someone. So he sold it originally for 400, then 150, then 3,250. Oh, it's a swap. Trade swap. Trade swap. This is confusing. Okay. Editions 1 of 3. So there's 3 of these. Is that how it works? There's 3 of these? Right. And if there's 3 of those, how many of these ones was there? There's 3 of these as well. Okay, so that makes sense. Makes sense. Could you check out Tiny Paws if you can, but you don't have to if that's okay. All right. Yep. So again, guys, so a lot of people ask me, how do I invest in art? I just buy what I like, right? If I truly like it, I don't actually go actively hunting. I just kind of live my life in the digital world. But if I come across an art style that I truly like, it just pops on my radar and it just stops everything for me. Then that's what I feel that there'll be other collectors that will respect that work and go on to buy it. So I buy some as well. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool that Snoop has gone and bought this. It kind of, another collector coming in, another sort of big collector coming in and purchasing an art style sort of gets other collectors wanting to buy that art pieces as well. So naturally my art pieces and everyone else art pieces from Jesperish will go up in value. So basically, if you got the cash, then art projects are for you, says Luke. Kind of, but the reality is there's plenty of art out there that is undiscovered that is selling for cheap. In fact, on Hen, right, on Hen, for a very long time, art is way cheaper than Ethereum. A lot of people don't actually, a lot of Ethereum collectors don't go to Hen and collect, but it has a lot of really good art. So it's quite cheap. I mean, people have been buying art here for $50, a couple $100. So there might be some stuff over here that is really good stuff to check out. So if you go to recent sales, let's see, can you kind of see editions 3 out of 20, 1.5 Tezos, $10. And I think there's no gas fees issues with this as well, so it's an easier buying experience than than Ethereum. So who's this? This looks like a cool art piece. 52 out of 55. This was sold for 0.5 Tezos. $3, right? $3. So again, not very expensive here. And also you got Rarible. Rarible, you have to deal with gas fees, but it looks like you don't have to here. So yeah, I feel like more and more people will find his art. I think so too, right? Oh, right, you're talking about someone else. My favorite artist is Anthony to Disco just based off liking his art. If you feel that way, if you feel more people will find that art because you like the art style and or whatever you feel like, just buy some if you can afford to. Have you heard about Boto? No, I haven't. Is that a coin? I think I actually have heard about that. Alrighty. That's that. Let's keep going. We talk about Tezos. Now, alright guys, I think this was pretty cool. Someone mentioned Matrix, a 3D programmable multi-chain metaverse. First of all, a kind of 3D animation like this is very easy to make. Just because they have an animation like this doesn't mean the virtual world is any close. It could be 3 years in the making. But it is pretty cool this is out there. Let's kind of take a look at what's going on. Community land pre-sale, the second wave Matrix land pre-sale of up to 5,000 land starts on October 26th. Individual applicants can apply for up to 10 land, while organizations can apply for 108 lands. Pre-sale application, so you can buy land. All right, so what is multi-chain metaverse? Matrix is a distinctive virtual world that will support different blockchain infrastructure. Players can explore the world with different on-chain identities. Programmable NFTs and objects. All right. That's cool. What's the roadmap look like? 2021. Community pre-sale, October 15th. First round of up to 2,000 lands on Ethereum. They sold lands on Ethereum. They sold lands on Flow, back on Ethereum. It looks like they're doing pre-sales here. Support for Ethereum and Flow accounts for Matrix Identity System globalization. Matrix World 1.0, a traversable world. Release of a traversable world with core 3D dApps, Space Virtual Machine SDK and API closed beta testing. Closed beta testing of the virtual world in mid next year. Then they released the API SDK, Matrix World V2.0, a programmable world, object and scene editor, partnership and collaboration with builder organizations, NFT support, global project origin. So it looks like a year from now, they're kind of going public, if I'm reading this right. A lot of this, so my experience with Decentraland, guys, and even with the Sandbox, you're probably watching the Sandbox right now. It takes a long time for these projects to come into fruition. A long time. So in 2 to 3 years, you kind of have to also predict how big is Decentraland going to be? How big is the Sandbox going to be? How big is CryptoVoxels? How big is Somnium Space going to be that are already 2-3 years into development? And along with these guys, there's going to be many other projects. They say Flow is a collaborator, OpenSea is a collaborator. That's cool. All right. Is there a team behind this that is public that we know of? Matrix World, Next Generation 3D programmable, multi-chain worlds. I don't think I've seen much footage apart from that stuff in that bit in the front. Got this one as well. That looks really cool. You got Top Shot. I guess this is how they want to make it. Again, I think something like this will take a very long time to come out. If you're bullish on it, just remember that. If you're bullish on this, I don't want to take away the fun of this project. I'm sure they're going to be great. I'm just saying it just takes a while for them to come out. Here's the map. How does it work? You got a 6x6, so they're selling plots on standard sizes. This is really interesting. 3x3, 2x2, 1x1. Okay. This is really weird because I've made an exact image like this on Twitter, DCL blogger, Central and States. It's tripping me out. But I made like this, I don't think I shared it on Twitter actually, but I made this land thing and I colored it pretty much the exact same colors like a year ago. How trippy is that? Anyway, not bad. I will keep watch. I know that there's about 15 metaverse projects in the works, so I'm not going to go ahead and buy into any one. I'm going to make sure that what comes my way is an interesting one. Now, this project might be familiar to you. The Shiboshis kind of hesitate on talking about this, but all right. First of all, disclaimer: just don't ape into this. I have a hunch, but 5 times out of 10, they end up being wrong. and I'll lose money. And so just don't ape into it because I'm covering it on the stream. But the Shiboshis released an NFT project, and if you go on their Twitter, it is the official SHIB token Twitter, which we all know pretty much copy paste the Dogecoin thing, and have gone on to hit like $20 billion in market cap. They're doing insane. You can't argue to the fact that they are now a pretty strong social community. They have become a strong community, whether depending on like, yeah, they did copy paste on Dogecoin, but they have become their own community now, right? SHIB Army, whatever they want to call it. And they released this NFT project is their official. It seems like this is their official NFT project. So if you go to their official Twitter, you click their official Shiboshi project, you click on their marketplace, or you go and find them on OpenSea. You come to this account. Just double triple check that before you get there. SHIB isn't a copy paste of Dogecoin. It's an ERC20. Isn't Dogecoin an ERC20? Did I get that wrong? Can you check out Vive? Doge is a MySpace, SHIB, Facebook. Yeah. So I think, like, if you look at the activity, it's pretty interesting that, you know, they had their pre-sale at about 0.3 to 0.6 ETH, I think. Or, no, 0.1 to 0.3 ETH. And then they reached a peak of 1.4 ETH average and had 1,200 sales. Dogecoin is a fork of Litecoin. Sorry. Thank you. Thank you for correcting me. Dogecoin is a fork of Lucky Coin. All right. There you go. Had no idea. My bad. But anyway, they've continued to do their thing. And what's interesting is there's been consistent sales, right? So my theory is that now, like, there's been 184 sales yesterday and 168 the day before, another 130 today. My theory is that NFTs, especially avatar projects, will become very big within their communities. Now, it's based on how big that community grows, whether it be Habba Hotel or Dogecoin. Like, imagine if Dogecoin officially releases their own 10,000 avatars. I would imagine that would go nuts, right? Absolutely. It doesn't. There's no brainer there that would go on to have value. Now, I can't see these ones not continuing to go on as Shibu Coin continues to do well. If you go to CoinGecko and you go to Shibu Coin, Shiba Inu, sorry, you can check out their graph, and they've had this massive moon recently where they've done like a 50x, I believe. So they've gone from, you know, if you pull this back 90 days, where's the percentage growth? It doesn't tell you. It's gone from 721 to 27. So it did a 4x there, and then it did another 2x there on the 4x. So it's like 10x, 20x. I can't even count this because of the numbers. Anyway, they have definitely gone on to have a lot of momentum recently. I mean, it's sitting at $23 billion market cap with $10 billion worth of 24-hour trading volume. So insane liquidity there. There's a lot of money there. If I mean, it's 11th rank on CoinGecko. It's insane. It's crazy. SHIB has much more potential, to be honest. It's built on Ethereum and moves with smart contracts and builds a whole ecosystem like they do already with SHIB Swap. 1 year return of SHIB is 3 million%. Someone says, chat, who is going to buy a funny finger? What? Hey, Maddie, have you heard of Dual World Fusion yet? Do you maybe want to check out? Anyway, so the theory is that, all right, people didn't really know what the hell SHIB avatars were, but now the community will sort of kind of know. And I think, like, the fact that this is still sort of 1.5, 1.3 Ethereum floor, I think is a big deal. If you go to activity as well, or even if you go to, say, you check out the recent sales, there's a lot of sales happening. Like every hour, there's about 5 to 6 sales, and sometimes even 10. Like there was 10 sales before this, around 1 ETH each. You can take Shibu, so people are also spending Shibu on these avatars. I just think that the community will go on to represent themselves as Shibu, as Shiboshis. Yeah, that is the sort of theory, that is the community is going to be big, and these avatars people will use within the community on Twitter, etc. As they go on, and at the end of the day, like, the more sales that happen here, the 1.4 million follower account SHIB will go on to announce or share that You can see they've done that here before with their avatars here and there, right? I think it is, lol. What do you think? Blah, blah, blah. Hey, Shaitoshi Kusama, is that a... Oh my God, I don't even understand this language. But 1.5 Ethereum. I would probably go on and buy some myself. All right, that is that. Poker Pets is launching soon. Poker Pets was this sort of project on Polkadot. It's quite interesting. Like, yes, it was like a Pokemon world where you could get like different characters. But the interesting thing was each character, I believe, give you utility for that specific project. So whether that be like discounts and stuff for, you know, that specific project, or something different. So that was kind of interesting with Poker Pets. I haven't really played it or seen gameplay of it. Is there gameplay of Poker Pets? There's cool art. How does it sort of work? I do know I actually have some Poker Pets because Bondly back in the day were part of it and they were doing some stuff. So I ended up grabbing some very early Poker Pets. I have no idea how they are doing. In fact, let's take a look, actually. It'd be really interesting to see how they are doing on OpenSea. Poker Pet. This one right here. What's going on here? So this looks like there's been a lot of volume recently, comparatively. 0.072, 0.01, 0.04, 0.44, 0.144. So yeah, this is kind of how it works. So this one was by Mantra DAO Transparency. If you own this one, you can use it in their ecosystem. So it's like a Pokemon that you can use in their ecosystem, and you can sort of gamify it and play this massive multi-universe game. I actually bought it back when they first launched, and I think I overpaid. How much is... I think I got some of the starter Pokemon. So I got... Let's kind of check out what I got, and let's see the value of the stuff that I got. And that's why some of the NFTs are sort of worth just holding on for a long time. You forget about them. Maybe they go on to do really, really well because the project does end up building. Alrighty. Poker Pet. There we go. I got this one, 0.08, and this one at 0.05. Went down from a price of 0.5, kind of smashed down to around 0.1. Been going sideways ever since. Slowly starting to pick up over here. There's 800 of them. There's quite a lot for sale, actually. Yeah. Anyway, that sort of Poker Pet looks like they are launching soon, but I haven't really seen much gameplay. Alrighty. Let's keep going. We were covering something else before we talked about this. Shiboshi. Yeah. But here's the website for 0.1 Ethereum. They were originally minted for 0.2, 0.3. Again, I think it's going to do good just because I think that community is going to do good. Just like how if you feel Axie Infinity is going to go on to have millions of players, then the NFTs, the early NFTs in Axie Infinity is probably going to be worth something, right? So my bet is on whatever user base increases, whatever community goes on to have their own social kind of culture, their own heroes, their own people that build different websites and their own community. I think the NFTs within that, at least the first release of those NFTs, will go on to do quite well. All right, guys, let's see who won the giveaway very, very quickly. Where are we? Here we go. Stream giveaways. Looks like you won. You won the Astro Friend. Good luck to you. I think you've won before, actually. Maybe not. But congrats to you. Astro Friends are selling for about 0.05 Ethereum, I believe. So a couple of $100. In having one. So let's see what they go on and build. All right, guys. We have about a few minutes. Happy to take some questions and talk about some stuff. Pygos says the Mantra DAO is the Mantra DAO one is by far the best one. It gets you into their launchpad and you can participate in IDOs. There you go. Isn't it kind of interesting that it's a Pokemon in a game, but the NFT allows you to, in this case, have access to participate in IDOs. So it's kind of like an investor access subscription to their launchpad. That's super cool, right? It gives you an idea that how the world is changing, that the Pokemon or the game items that you have can be used in different platforms. That's super, super cool. Can you honestly review the Funny Fingers collection on OpenSea? All right, I'll give my honest review. Funny Fingers. I hope this is the legit one. No, it isn't. Now I'm gonna find it on Twitter. Funny Fingers. Funny Fingers NFT OpenSea collection. I don't know, guys. I am not feeling this one almost immediately. 1 to 100 are 0.001 ETH. They're really, really cheap. That's awesome. The 17 owners. Can you buy them at the moment? Is this even the legit one? If this is the legit one, I don't know, guys. If you like it, buy it. Well, this is on Polygon, actually. I feel like I'm on the wrong one. I don't want to shield the wrong project. Funny Fingers. I'm assuming it's this one. A brand new NFT collection. Join the Funny Fingers. In a total, there's going to be 1,000 fingers. I don't know, guys. It does not hit me with the aesthetics. Doesn't really look like it's going to do too well, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's a lot of stuff going on here. I'll have to jump in the Discord and check it out. Yo, Maddie, I'm going to jump on here every day I can and tell you about Jirus NFT. Nice. It is that one. All right. If it is this one, I don't know. My honest thoughts would be a hard pass, just because it's not so much the aesthetic. It's also like, I guess, transparency on what are they doing with this project. So is there a website that I can see that gives me an indication? Is there not just a roadmap, but is there a person behind this project that is doxed? Who's behind this project? Is there an artist that we know? But if it's just this, I'm not really feeling it. Hey Maddie, did you do a video on how to buy a rare Pepe to ensure you're getting the right one on Emblem Vault? If so, which one? I think I have. You'll have to find it on my YouTube. Happy to go over it again maybe tomorrow. Can you go over some cool and not so expensive passive income NFTs? That's a good one. There isn't many, guys. There isn't many, and even if there is, what happens is legally that kind of, I think that classifies into a very murky area. So not many projects are doing that. Now, I came across one project that I'm gonna put out there. I've done this before, but I know, again, Bollycoin is an interesting one. Bollycoin, supposedly a project that will go on. Yeah, Bollycoin is a project which it came across my radar. It's kind of like this platform where people in India, the Bollywood stars in India, are going to drop some NFTs. Salman Khan is already lined up, apparently. And why I bring this up, right? Why I bring this up is, yes, they've got the NFT platform thing coming up, which, if it pops off, is a massive deal in India. The user base is there. I'm not sure if the customer base is there, because I'm not sure if the money, if it's going to be mostly people that already have crypto can buy. But the interesting thing about this, and the reason I bring this up, is because of the passive income question. The fact that if you buy Bollycoin, supposedly you get a revenue share of the platform based on the Bollycoin that you get. So check this out, right? Docs team, so everyone kind of knows who's behind all this. You have here we go. What gives Bollycoin value? Supply cap. What gives Bollycoin its value? Yep. Token economics. Bollycoin is a native token. 10% of the value of the sale of NFTs will be awarded as discounts in the form of Bolly credits. Yes, 10% of the value of the sale of NFTs will be sent back to the Bollycoin treasury for the development of the ecosystem. The remaining 80% gets credited to the original minter of the NFT. So the original minter gets 5% of the total sale. So basically, if you have Bollycoin, you will get 10% of the value of each NFT sale as, I guess, points into the ecosystem that allows you to buy NFTs. So in a way, it's revenue share. If those NFTs have value, it's a way to actually get revenue share by buying Bolly coins. So that part of it I thought was pretty interesting. And it's going to have some of the biggest movies as NFTs on their platform. So I found that super interesting. And maybe every future Salman Khan release will come as NFTs on the Bolly coin market, right? And yeah, I thought this was a big deal. But I'm just bringing this up because you guys mentioned the revenue share thing. Doesn't that make it a security? Says Mike. I guess in this case it doesn't, because I guess that's why what they've done is they're not giving direct money, but they're giving you points in their marketplace that allows you to buy their NFT. So they're rewarding you with sort of money, but it's kind of points, and it's not direct. You can't cash out those points, but you can trade them in for assets. So it's kind of like a bit of a loop around that. That's quite interesting actually. Sounds more like a rewards program than a security. They might be squeezing into a loophole. Yeah, possibly. Any thoughts on Drawtism and his NFT to make an animated series? I actually haven't come across it. Maybe we'll check it out tomorrow. Have you heard about Aurori game on Solana? If so, do you think the MetaKey will have any integration with them? We're looking at everyone. We're actually looking at some Solana projects at the moment. Aurori does look pretty cool. So if you guys have not seen it, I'm going to bring it up real quick right here. On first glance, it looks pretty cool. I haven't really dived too deep into it, but I mean, you can't argue with this aesthetic. It looks pretty nice. Like a little bit of a Pokemon style game. They also had a video of a character sort of running through. Yeah, here we go. Sort of running through the space, and I thought that was super cool. I love this style. First stage is launched. You have 2 days to participate. Aurori token. So Aurori, how's that going? CoinGecko. Do they have a token now? Ori. $14.4, $137 million market cap. $7 million 24-hour market going. $7 million trading volume over the last 24 hours. This is max. Yeah. I'm down. There is no issue with the MetaKey project going on to integrate with any other Solana, Cardano. I don't care, as long as it's a decent project and it's of quality. So we're talking with everyone, right? We're talking with Flow. We're talking with quite a few projects on different chains. Again, no one's off limits. As long as there's a collaboration that can be done and it works blockchain wise and we can make it work, we'll do it. All right, guys. I think that's it. We've done a good hour on a stream. I'm about to fall off my chair. Mega tired. Slept about 4 a.m. yesterday. So I'm gonna let you guys get at it, and we'll reconnect tomorrow at the same time and cover more NFT news. So take care. It's been fun, and we'll go through a few more projects tomorrow and more pieces of news. So anyway, enjoy the rest of your evening, your morning, your day, whatever time it is in your part of the world.